It is Friday night. I've been tatting. I lost track of time. I was tatting, trying to figure things out. Oops. There. Hello. So I do intend on streaming tonight. Let me set things up here a little. Oh, I did not go shopping today. I did not work in the garden today. It was 97, 98 out. I stayed in where it was nice and cool. And tatted. And did some reading. Yep. I'm setting up my notepad. Welcome in. Do I have anybody in here? You probably all thought I was. Oh, I have one person and it's Angie. I can always count on Angie. I have a whole bunch of notifications coming across my notepad. Hi, Angie Brown. How are you doing? Did you clean the house for free today? Angie, you have a crown. You have a crown, Angie. How did you get that crown? Hi, Pam. Welcome in. It's good to see you. So is this a little bit stretched? No, I guess not. Let me zoom out just a little. I'm going to finish my July journal. Whoops, I zoomed in. And I thought I'd work on this kit. I did a journal, a seed journal. This was a seed kit from Jacqueline. Jacqueline did not sell today, but I did one and Karen K won it. And so I want to do mine. Jacqueline gave enough for 2 smaller journals, and I want to finish up mine. So we're going to work on that tonight. Yeah, I'm just getting started. I am slow. I did bind this journal. I'm happy with it, but, and if you, well, it's not, this center's not put in here yet because I want to cut the pages down just a little because they come right out to the edge and I want them cut down a little. So I'm going to take this out. I'm very happy with it. Otherwise, I worked all morning on this. So Angie girl, I'm going to get out my X-Acto knife. And I think I'm going to do it signature at a time. And we'll keep those out. And I need to reach for my cutting board here, which is not the trimmer, the cutting board. The one I got at Dollar Tree or Dollar General. I hear a choo-choo train. Let me fix the chat here. Who else popped in? Joyce. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Jacqueline. Jacqueline, I'm going to work on my other seed kit tonight. And I found some of the papers for the Sunshine Journal. I've been doing a little bit of straightening up in this room, and I'm finding things. So I think I'm going to cut about a 1/4 inch. I don't know whether to use this one or this one. This one needs a new blade, I think. But we'll start out with it, and we'll see what I have. Angie, close your eyes. Angie doesn't like it when I get the knives out. Jacqueline, are you working on anything? I know you're not ready yet, but are you working on anything in the background? I have to tell you that I'm afraid to go out in the garden. It has been so hot today. If I don't get out there and water tomorrow, you aren't going to have any plants. All right, I'm just going to trim these about 1/4 of an inch. And I'll be very careful, Angie girl. If you're careful, you won't cut yourself. Yeah, I think this blade's a little dull. Let's try this one. This one. I don't have much left to do in this journal. And I thought I would show you, I got my new art journal magazine. Ligia, bless her heart, gifted me enough money. Well, they had a sale over at Somerset Studio on Mother's Day. And they had a sale for a 1-year subscription. And I had enough to get a 1-year subscription. And I got the first issue. It's just 4 issues a year. I'll probably renew it, but I thought we could look through that tonight. Maybe do a game out of it. I'm just about through it here. Now, what's going on there? Being stubborn. I must have something in there that I'm feeling a little bit more organized in here. I organized my top shelf of this cart to the side. I organized over on my left-hand side. And I organized the drawer underneath of my desk here. And let me tell you, just those few things. And I put a clean foam board on. Cleaned out the bottom of my desk. And those few things just make all the difference. So if I get this whole room organized ever, but I definitely have to go out and water the garden tomorrow. It's going to get hot here tomorrow too. I think I went through that whole, I did the whole signature. So let's go through this one too. This one is really uneven. And I'm going to go by the top page, but these others are can't see. I'm going to get me one of those bright lights that I got for my room. I think that's it. For my, by my recliner. I don't think the lights in here are bright enough. Let me get this done and I'll come out and welcome folks in. I did watch Barb Owen. this afternoon, I got a chance to watch her. She was doing gnomes. She was showing some of her older canvases. She said she did 180 of them, I think, and she was shooting for a 100-day a year project. But she showed where she documented. She said this was when I had a blog, and she had a notebook that documented all of those canvases that she did. Very, very, very good job. And then she painted some wooden gnomes and explained how to shade them. It was good to be able to sit down and watch her. I guess she's cleaning out her house, and I'm not sure the whole story behind that, so I'm just going to stop there. I'll let her fill in the blanks. My blanks. But I know she has been cleaning. And she said she had a box for donate, a box for keep, and a box for giveaway. I thought she should have a sell box. I don't know. I enjoyed seeing her. What I like about what she does is when she journals, she puts pictures. She has a little photo printer, and she'll put little pictures in her journal. I still want to do that, but I don't know if I'll do it with a photo printer. I'll probably do it on my phone and print them off that way on sticker paper. Are we through it? Just about, Mary. Much nicer. Pretty even. So now, let's get rid of all the little pieces here. Now, if you were into paper quilling, here you go. Or bead making. All right. Let me look at chat. Let me refresh chat. All messages. Hi, Allie K. Her house with her new husband, or her previous home with Clausman. I think it's her previous home. I came in mid-chat, mid-stream, so I'm not sure the whole story behind it. All I know is she's cleaning out a house, and I think it's all her previous stuff that she's cleaning out. That was my impression. Penelope was keeping me company, Jacqueline said, on my hiatus. Aw, she's here. She says, hi, Jacqueline. It's so good to be friends with you. Oh, hi, Lucia. Yep, she's back from her excursion. In other words, Mary cleaned out her stash corner there. She was visiting the stash land. She was visiting in stash land. We should write a fairy tale about Penelope's visit to stash land. If you would have seen me this morning, I was sorting out stash. Legia, I got my first art journal magazine. Did you hear me talk about that? We're going to look at that tonight. Allie K says, we're getting a heat wave this weekend too. Yeah, it got up to 97 this afternoon, and it's probably still hot out there. I need to get out early tomorrow and water early in the day because the plants are going to need it. Let's see. Jacqueline says, this weekend I'm doing the same thing, Mary. Nice and tidy and refresh. What do you mean? Oh, nice, a nice, tidy, and refresh. Oh, relaxing? Is that what you're talking about? Legia said she just got home on time for Friday pizza. I'm stuffing my face. I had potato asparagus soup. I wanted to make some asparagus soup, but we had some for supper. We had the tips of it for supper the other night. And I used what was left for the soup, just the ends, and it really wasn't enough to make soup, so I threw a potato in there. And I should have went out in the garden and got a onion, a little green onion. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to re-glue some of this, and it's kind of wrinkly. Washi tape, but it'll do for what I want. So I'm debating, I guess I'll put Yes paste on this, and I'm going to do it a section at a time. And I found that if I pin it with my bobby pin, that holds it straight enough in here. If I can get it. Where's the kick? And what I'll do is I'll glue this part down. I need to make sure that it will close. I probably should pin them both down. Yeah, it's not in the groove. It's come a little that way. Need to close it, Mary. Well, let's put another bobby pin in. This side. Oops. Pressed too hard on it. Now I don't have a tie on it. I won't even want a tie. I think I will, because by the time I start putting stuff in there, it'd be nice to have a big red button, and I think I have one somewhere. Right in there. We'll see. We'll worry about the closure later. Let's go ahead and do this. And make sure that that's... I'm not sure that that's far enough over. That's on there tight, let me tell you. Bobby pin is holding it. There. Let's try this again. All right. I'm not sure I like how wrinkly that tape is. I might, well, think about it. So, get the Yes paste and paper towel and my Uh, let's see. Jacqueline says she's lurking. Welcome, everyone. What's Mary asking? Magazine? The Art Journaling magazine. Oh, you got the Bella Grace magazine? Ooh, cool. I used to be able to get those retail, and all the stores around here quit selling the good magazines. Now they're selling a lot of recipe magazines, gun magazines, things that, well, recipes aren't bad, but all right, now I want to go out to the middle of this one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. If I lose my way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So kind of in here. Whoops, I might have got on a little here. I was going, you know what? On the hose that I used to water the front yard with and the front flowers and everything, I had a nozzle on there that had different settings, like jet setting, shower, mist. It was one of those. Well, when I get done watering, I straighten out the hose, and kind of, when I don't have to mow, I kind of straighten out the hose across the yard. I don't wind it all up again. And somebody walked into our yard and stole the nozzle off that hose. What? I asked my brother, I said, did you take the nozzle off that hose? No, I didn't do it. And I didn't do it. Somebody, I thought, man, petty? Who would just steal a nozzle off of a hose? I hope it goes bad on them. I hope it goes bad on them. So that was one of the things that I was going to buy this afternoon, was a new nozzle. We need one for the back hose. Well, the back one I knew didn't have a nozzle on it. So, oh, am I going to be able to fold this up? I should be able to. Oh, I got the pins on it. Oh dear. I don't need these anymore. Now it'll come up. And I want to glue this down. And I'm just going to glue this down to the fold. And I'll glue on here too. I'm going to clip that off. This is my July journal. I'm going to have at least 1 month in 2025 where I journal. I might have to go under this a little. But I've been doing I did the January junk journal. I still have to bind it. Well, it's halfway bound. I need to finish binding it. It's out in the other room. What did I do in February? I don't even remember. March and April and May were pretty much, I did a lot of gardening stuff. Let's put some of that on here. Put some under that. And make sure I get under there. Let's put more on here. Yeah, I was kind of lost in my tatting. At 6:30, I looked up and said, uh-oh, or 7:30. I looked up and I said, uh-oh, I'm late. I'm late for my stream. All right, let's pull this over. Press it down. And I goofed this morning. I put a center holes in there and I didn't want center holes, so I did a faux, but I think I can hang stuff off of that thread. That might become a thing. All right. So this one, I could cut this a little, I think, here. And I got a piece of tape on here. And your scissors stick. That's what you get for using this with carpet tape. And I think I glued that one down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Not quite all of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's hold that back. And I like to go back under what I just did and help secure it some more. And I'll probably have to fix things. I never get it all perfect the first time. So I was going to go to town tomorrow, but I don't think I am because it's so hot. I don't like going when it's so hot. And I'm going to try to get out in the yard early. I probably won't mow. I still have half the yard to mow, but it'll be wet in the morning. Dew wet. It can wait. The grass won't grow as much when it's so hot. I got the backyard done, and that really needed it. But I need to water our garden. There we go. Ooh, is that going to be too low? Maybe I should. No, I think it's going to be okay. Let's put some glue on it. And maybe some glue. How sticky is that? Let's see if I can't cut it a little. Probably too late to try to cut it, but yeah. Let's just fold it down a little. Get my scissors all yucky. Alrighty. I think I'm happy with it. This is kind of close to the bottom, but not enough to bother me. So, she says, I think I'm done with my July journal. I'll have it ready for July. Alrighty. Let's see what's going on out in chat. Hi, Kitty Jen. Welcome in. I looked up and said, uh-oh, 2 at 7:30 when Meri wasn't on. But I forgive you, Meri. Ah, It happens to all of us. I was tatting. In fact, I was posting a question in our tatting group. Oh, I dropped the... Where did it go? Put that in the water. And I'll ask it here too, because somebody might know. I am looking for some, you know what variegated thread is, you know, where one strand is like white and red. And I wanted some red, blue, and white variegated thread. And I can't find any. And I was posting about it, and one lady said, well, there's plenty of red, white, and blue thread. And I'm thinking she saw the stuff that wasn't variegated. I wanted to do some patriotic tatting. And somebody mentioned Handy Hands, but they sell thread that's Lisbeth, and it's, you have to be a, well, you don't have to be, but usually that thread tangles a lot, and I don't want to fool with all the tangles. I don't want to, and I know you can wax it and blah, 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 but I'm not willing to do all that. I just want to tat. Gunk off of my fingers. Kathy? Is it? Hi, Dee Dee. Hi, Kathy Cowell. She said, Dee Dee, I got you on the big screen. Oh, dear. Angie says, Mary, if something happens to you, does your brother know how to talk to someone in the Crafts family so that they can pass the word? I was just thinking about that, Angie. That's a good quick thing to bring up. I have a black folder that I used when I worked full-time, and it has like all my information in it as far as insurance and all of that, but I really haven't named anybody specifically here. I told my brother to take my things to, well, at first I mentioned that Catholic store, and then I told him that other thrift store that just opened, but now I don't want him to take it to the other store because they sell retail, and I don't want him to take it to Goodwill. So I'm back to telling him to take it to the... But my brother may not understand so much, but my nephew does. He would probably... My brother would probably ask my nephew to go online and come into my Facebook group and post, like if I was in a car accident or something to that effect. But I should probably put a note in that folder. What I was thinking about doing was writing my own obituary, because, you know, my family does not, I hate to say it, they're not, it would probably be, Mary died, her funeral is at, period. 2 sentences. Even if they had a funeral. They're just not that, I don't want to say sociable, but they just don't, you know, they would not write an obituary to say where I grew up, what, you know, what my interests were and all of that. They wouldn't do that. So I was thinking about writing my own obituary, and I really need me to make a list of where I am on the internet, and I hate to say put my passwords because they change so often, but I could at least put one at the time, and my phones, how to get into my phones and my email and all of that. I should make a folder like that and write my own obituary. If they would even find it and print it, I don't know. I suppose if I told my brother, he would be aware of it, but my brother's not into doing those types of things, and my nephew really isn't either. But I think they would if they knew. It is hard to talk about. Hi, Sharon Lombard. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I know I would want to know if something happened to one of you. In fact, things have happened to people, and I was unaware of it until, what was the most recent one? A death. And I was unaware of it until somebody mentioned it to me that I can't remember who it was. I'd have to think about that, but yeah, Angie says we're family and we will want to know. Yeah. I think this is going to be good for a small monthly journal. It's got some creases in here, but it'll be fine. This one's nice and smooth. I put this tape down with double-sided tape, and I'm not convinced that I should have done that. I probably should have glued it down. Probably should have used something else. Yeah. Okay, let's move on, Mary. I'll think about the closure later. I'd like to put a big red button. I have a big red button. So that's done. Yay! Angie says, I sit and think about things like that all the time. I want anyone, they know where I will be to rest, but the rest they know. So I'm going to write things down. Yeah, that's really kind of what I should do. Julie Topaz. I think it was Julie Topaz. I didn't realize that anything happened to her until somebody told me. Oh, Julie. Yeah. I liked her. She was a really nice person. I think she worked for the Veterans Administration. She always, when I talked about the VA, she always had good things to say about them. All right, so let's move on. Let's look at this seed journal. This is a kit that came from Jacqueline, and I made the smaller one, and I had a giveaway, and Karen K won it. And I said, oh, well, I'm going to do the other one for me. And it is this one. Let's just pull the whole thing out. And I'm not sure what I'll do with that. So we have pages and paper. I'm looking for the cover. Here. Wildflower blend. And when Jacqueline made this, she stitched the inside lining, which is what I could have done. And she left the thread here. I'm not sure I want it, but I'm going to leave it for now. And we'll use this as a template. And see what else we can put in here. Now, Karen said that she put quotes in hers. Now, I sent her some stickers, and I didn't print those stickers off for myself, so I might do that later. Index cards, and I just realized these index cards have butterflies on them, and flowers, and butterflies. So there's 3 index cards. These I might cut down. Let's see. These more square ones. This one might be the right size. Let's tear this in half look at that. That's nice. Where's my ruler? Let's put this one away, Mary. You're done with it. And let's fold it to fit these. Yeah, let's tear the margins off. I can tear both at the same time. Nope. I like this side. Let's fold it the other way. And I've got another half. I'm not sure. Let's see what else I have here. I have some beautiful paper, notebook paper. Beautiful paper. I'll save the scraps because I'll use them. And let's put that. Shall we put it on the outside? Yeah. Now, this tissue might need to be torn down a little. Just make sure it's folded in half. Not by much. I was going to go shopping today. When I saw how hot it was getting, I changed my mind. Here are those flowers. They're not stickers, but I could still use them. And I might. We have some beautiful, and I think on Karen's, I put this on the outside. What did I do with the outside of the journal? Where is it? I put it on the outside, and on hers, it was a seed catalog, a seed envelope, and it had a curve there, and the curve of this lace fit right in. I don't know on mine. I think I'll still use it and stitch it in there so it'll flip. You can still see that. So that'll go on the outside. I'm going to set it aside. And I've got more than enough here to do a nice journal. I've got some more tissue. We've got a napkin that can go on something. Another tissue. Another tissue. Here's some more notebook paper. I like the notebook paper because it makes good writing. I probably won't use everything I have here, but I'll use a good portion of it. Now, I want both holes, so I'm gonna tear it on both sides. And hopefully I will be able to. I don't know. Get us started and then it'll tear. And this one is even smaller. I might have to cut it. But we'll give it a try. I think I need a start. It's coming. I might have 2 sheets here. We'll see. I feel like I have 2 sheets, which is okay. I'm going to cut the rest of it. I do. I have 2 sheets. And let's see. We want it folded. This journal's for me. I gave away the other one. I have to have one for me. I'm in the journal making mode. I've got several things in progress. We'll put one here, fold it in half. Put one here. And let's put one. Here it is. I think I'll put the holes on the outside. Did I do that here? Yeah, I did. Well, I guess they would be on the outside. Now, let's see what else is here. This is my flower images. This is trash. Some sewn, and this is not a pocket, it's just a sewn piece. Boy, but that fits right in. And I feel like I could put that over this text. And I could make a pocket out of it. This way or this way. Which way do I want to put it? I think I'll make the pocket up here because I have more room. Or I could fold it a little, which I might, if I can fold it straight. And let's put I might have to open that up a little. Let's put some glue on here. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to put it down in here. And she left the thread. Close. All right. I'm liking that. That'll be a pocket. I let that dry. Here's another one here. Ooh, this one's pretty. It's a bit wide though. It could go this way. Let's put it let's put it over. Do I want it over the red? It would look pretty over the red. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. And she stitched on a, oh, this one doesn't have stitching here, but I want this as my, oh, it opens. Well, that's good. I'll have a double pocket. I'll have a double. I can see where I'm going. You find surprises along the way. So I'll have a pocket in here, and I'll have a pocket in here. Let that glue dry a little, and I'll probably put a closure on this. Maybe a little piece that turns. Yeah, I'm getting any glue out of there. Come on. It's being stubborn. Might need a bigger, longer pen. Penelope, lend me your pens, please. I don't need the thread. I won't give it back to her. I'll keep it. There we go. Put it right in here. And that'll open up. I'll have a pocket in there and a pocket behind. Alrighty. And we have this wonderful postcard. And I'm just going to clip that on. And I think I'll use a bobby pin. And I need a tat. I need a tat. I'm going to put it, well, I need to see what I have in here that I could use. Got another beautiful napkin. Oh. Let's go to my, gonna lift you guys up. Says you're dragging me by the tail. Let's see what I can find to put on those bobby pins. If I can find anything here. Ooh, what's this? It's a little heart on a silver piece. I'd have to glue on it. Glue it. Oops. My bobby pin back out. Postage stamps. I don't think I have anything in here. That's one of those shamrock coins. Nothing in there. Well, let's try the little drawer. Do I have anything in here that'll, ooh, that's pretty. That would fit on. And it's Jacqueline's sunflower. Is that a sticker? I do think it is. That's a possibility. That'll go in the journal someplace. And I've got some charms, needles, dangle that's caught in the needles. Here's a little lace, a twinchie, a Santa Claus. It's just a clear piece. Needles. My little stamp thing. A Scrabble tile. It says you. Well, halfway successful. We have a dangle from Rebecca Wills, who's selling again. I haven't been there, but she is selling again. There's a butterfly postage stamp on there. I like that idea. And this is a dove. And I don't know what this one is. I can't see it. A dog with a little heart, an American flag, some owls. I think those are flowers, which would go good in there. Not sure. I think that's just a spot I got out of one of the art magazine, Somerset Studios. I think this is Jacqueline's sunflower key chain. I want that for something else. A clothespin. I saw an article, I think it's in the Mary Jane magazine, where they compared today's clothespins to clothespins that were made in the 1960s. I don't know how old that one is. What's this? Oh, a brad. We could use that. This is a metal piece. It's flour. Save that for something else. Alright, I think I found enough Croft and Barrel. What that is. I'll save these for another day. And we can put the tape back on here. And then Penelope sits up here and Derwin climbs around on it. And this goes under you guys. There we go. So, oh, and pins. And what else did I pull? This. Angie's cartoon. After we see the sunrise, then can we all go back to bed? Angie asks. I should laminate that. Some straight pins. Scrap of fabric. Okay, I think I'm back to business here. I wanted something to put on this bobby pin. And I'm thinking that butterfly would probably be the easiest to put on it. So we'll put some glue on there. And I think I'll have to use another way you can do this is kind of make it half hidden. Take like a scrap of paper, put in here like this, and glue that onto here like that. But you want your back to, you want this page to come clear up to there. And glue this down here. And that's the wrong side. I want the kick side up. And I'll leave the hole in it. We could put something through there. I don't know if that's long enough, or doesn't have a hook. I don't want to lose this. I need better light. I'm gonna get some daylight bulbs that cost about $12 or $13, $14, $15, but all right. I'm looking for something to use that. thread through there. This is a piece of eco dyed. I think this might have come from Jacqueline. I don't remember. Got some felt here. It either came from Jacqueline or Debbie Epps, and I think it probably came from Jacqueline. I don't know. But all I want is a teeny little snippet. I don't know if it'll tear. We'll find out. No. Well, that's a teeny snippet. Let's see if it fits on there. I want it to go through here. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. Like that. That's the kick. This is the back. I shouldn't glue on here. Meri. Let me get this glue book out. What happened to it? Where did it go? Be sure to make a mess of things. Alright, I want this like this. Only I want it between that and the stamp. And where's my stamp? I want to glue it down like that. And it'll look like this. Now, I don't want to glue this clear down because I need that to fit. To think about what I want to do, because this needs to go on. Find something stiff. So that needs to go on my postcard. I have to think about how I want to do it. I think what I need is a different piece in here. It needs to flip, I think. This way. And that goes, does it go on here like this? And then you put, yeah. I think I got it. I'm not totally sure. And then the postcard goes in between the Do I have it? It should go in between here. In between there. I might need a stronger paper. I got one. I'm pulling around. I didn't get everything put away from this morning. I'm looking for a stronger scrap. Not used to these. pretty strong, but I have some black. It's not wide enough, I don't think. Could use one of these. I've got a white one. Watercolor. What is it? They're not very wide. Alright, hold on. Mary's looking in her scraps. I don't think I'll use the black. These need to go in my toolbox. I'm going to put them up on top. And this is fabric that need to go with my fabric. So I'm not completely all sorted out. Alright, now, what was I going to use? One of these. Ooh, that's pretty. Gotta figure out how this goes. I think it goes inside, does it not? Hidden paper clip. You need to glue that down. And then once that's glued down, like this. And then I can put the butterfly, move it over a little. I can put the butterfly on top of it. So, what I'm going to do I think I'll play with this a little. Now I like that, but I have a hard time with it. I was using this morning. Mary's figuring it out. You're probably all telling me what to do. What is she doing now? I'm putting washi tape on here. Gluing it down. And this is the inside of it. Well, I lost the... I'm going to have to turn that fan toward me. Where's Where's my glue stick? Where'd it go off to? I got the cap. Where's the glue stick? There's the tape. Here it is. Put the cap on it. Now I need the bobby pin. And the way I'm going to handle this is I'm going to put a piece of paper in here. Only I want it the same color, maybe this. It's too thick though. I want something thinner. Is that too wide? Too thick and too wide. The kick on the outside, and instead of trying to glue this whole bobby pin down, I'm going to glue the paper down, and the way it'll fold, that won't come out unless you force it out. I could glue, but you could probably still force it out, so I'm going to glue all of this down in here. Don't want to lose that. And I don't have to glue the bobby pin down, which would be a nightmare for Meri. Cause let's trim that a bit more. Oops. And then this is going to go on top. And where's that white piece? Probably knocked it off. Doesn't matter. I'll find it eventually. Here it is. So if I put this here, I can hang this in here. I like that. I hope this works. And then this, I'm gonna just kind of scrunch it on there. That way and that way. Down a little. Oops. Get back there. Yeah. Whether I want those to dangle on there or not. Alright, so let's see how this works. Here's my postcard. Where's my journal? Here's my journal. Where are the pages? They're here somewhere. Here are the pages. Where am I going to put it? On here. I may never take this off. That's the back of this. I'm not sure that's such a good idea. Let's put it on this side. Gotta fit in there, Mary. It's going, it's going. There we go. It kind of flops, but that's okay. I might put something pretty in there. What's pretty? What is pretty? I don't want to glue anything. Just a little tear. Oh, there's two of them there. I really kind of wanted that on top, but I don't want to glue it on there. We'll leave it like that for now. Is there 2 pages? I got 2 pages here. 1 or 2. One. How come I had 2 there? Did I fold it? Maybe I used the other page. Mary's figuring things out here. It goes like this. Let's put something on here too. Do I have that right? I think it's a bird. No, it's a... Is that a bird or a horse? I think that's a bird holding a letter. That's what it is to me. That's the other thing Barb was showing this afternoon. She was showing these examples of pareidolia, where this artist, and I don't know the artist, she knew him, and Barb Clark knew her, but I didn't know her, but did examples of pareidolia, where you see images and clouds and stuff like that, watercolor spots. So I wanted this on the outside. Oh, Meri, Meri, Meri. Goes like this. See, it's getting thicker all the time. I may not be able to get much more in here because this is not that thick. I might be able to get a few more things in there. But this is at the very end. That's that postcard. I can do a pocket here, something in that pocket, and something in this. I need a closure. Get another stamp here. This is a flower. Will that hold? I think it will, if I just glue half of it. We're going to try it. Meri's talking to herself here. Please ignore. No, don't ignore me. Don't want to glue that down. I don't want to glue this one down. No, I do want to glue that one down. I want this one to fit under here. Like that. That works. And this is the page with the postcard and the flappy thing here. I suppose I could make it not flap so much, and I'm just going to let it flap. I might put a word or something. I've got a word here. I'll put a word in there. I've got the words vintage, and I've got some more words. Where are they? I'll find them. I found these when I was sorting out my desk. I thought I'd give one away. The 3 of diamonds. Shall we have a giveaway for the 3 of diamonds? This was a scissor stamp that I carved a long time ago. 3 of diamonds and the 10 of diamonds. I'll give those away. Let's have a giveaway. If you're out in the balcony listening, come on in. We're going to do a surprise giveaway. I'll get them off in the mail tomorrow. We're going to do it right now. So, impromptu giveaway. Let me put the... I'll give you time to get in here. I thought I would just give them away. A long time ago, I was playing a game, a card game with these. Long time ago. My own rules. Didn't go over so great. Meri's bright ideas. I think I'm going to have to open that up a little to get that on. Yeah, this, I don't like this little cap thing. I take it off. I don't like to use it. Just clogs up too easy. All right, we're going to have this giveaway. I need a scrap piece of paper. Where was, well, no. Hold the phone. I've got all sorts of paper here. We'll use one of these. So what we're playing for, let me get this put aside. We're going to have two winners. One will win the 3 and one will win the 10. The first one will win the 3 and the second person will win the 10. Let me, I need a pen. So I'm going to put scissors stamp ATC. It's on the back of a playing card. I carved this stamp long time ago. After 2016, I did not sign it. Let's sign it. And I'm going to put today's date here because that's when I'm giving it away. Is 6/20. Is today the 20th? 2025. But I made these like in 2017, 2018, up around in there. There we go. So this will be scissors, stamp, ATC, giveaway. So I like to fold these in half, so June 20th, 2025. The range is 1 to 100. If you're international, you're welcome to play. The person that's closest to the top number will win the 3. Three of diamonds. And the person who's closest to the second number will win the 10 of diamonds. Let me put in the go. I'll have to refresh here my chat. Chat filter. I see Becky popped in. She popped out again, looks like. Let me set my chat filter to all messages. And if you want to play for Becky, go ahead because she was in here tonight. And let's put it this way. Let me put the go in here. If you play for somebody, I will, and if they win and you chose them, I will send you a card. But that's only if you chose somebody like Arlene or somebody in our group who and they could be here tonight. We'll give them the Ace of Hearts. If you play for somebody and they win, you will get the Ace of Hearts. How is that for a deal? I'm giving away my hearts, my Ace of Hearts. if you win for somebody. $15 for Angie. Thank you, Juju. Hi, Linda Renz. Oh, you got a good chance to win because there aren't very many people playing. Hi, Karen K. Karen, are you going to play? I'm going to give you guys some time. I'm going to give you some time. I'll just leave it out there for a while. Maybe somebody will play. Okay. Let's go back to seeing what I'm doing here. Boy, that's pretty thick. Oh, I was going to get some fabric with the words on it in here, and I found those cards. What did I do with my song in here? Oh. Where are they? There they are. Impromptu giveaway. If you play for somebody and they win, you get the Ace of Hearts. You can play for anybody in our community. Nina, Paint Girly, Jacqueline, Lovely Crafts, King Lodge. Let's see, do I have stuff out here? No, I guess what I did with my... Alright, I'll take care of that later. There we go, we're getting some people playing. Hi, Artful Esther. Did you play for yourself too, Esther? I see you played for Beth. That's good. Did you play for yourself? I don't see you. I see Teresa, Linda, Joyce. Oh, there you are. But you're just waving. Put in a number for you. There you go. All right. I'm going to count down. 10, 9. Guys got a good chance to win because I'm giving away 2. And if you win for somebody, you'll get the Ace of Hearts. What was I on? 9? 8? Did somebody play for Becky? Would somebody put in a number for Becky? Please. Put in a number for my friend Becky. Put in a number 2 for Dee Dee Willingham. She was in here tonight. Becky and Dee Dee were both in here. Janet Nash, Teresa, put in a number for... Linda did? What did Linda put in a number for? For who? For Becky? Joyce, Karen, Linda. Oh, thank you. And Dee Dee. Okay. I was on 9. Thank you guys for doing that. And if they win, you'll get the Ace of Hearts. 8, 7. That's okay. You can both put in a number for Becky. You both given Becky 2 chances to win. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Oh, all of that, and I didn't go out to random org. Let me go out to random org. It should be out there. Random org. Random. And we're playing twice and possibly a 3rd time. Random org sequence. Random. Random sequence. Generator. Oh, I got random. Well, it found it anyway. Oh, I got it right. No, I didn't. All right. Anyway, I got a value of 1 to 100 here. I'm not going to turn the lights down because my phone, now I have to go to settings to turn the lights down. I'm not going to fool with it. Get sequence. The top number is 62 and the second number is 58. Look at that. They're right close together. 62 and 58. Somebody put in a number at 60. Was that for Becky? 62. Whoops, that goes in here. 62 and 58. Karen put in 10. Okay. You chose 60 for Becky. Did anybody have a number closer to 60? I see a 40, 33, 28, 60 for Becky, 68 for Karen, 15 for Angie, 54, 20, 20, 21, 88, 32, 10. All right, we're going to send this one to Becky. And who put that in? Teresa? So Teresa gets the Ace of Hearts. We're going to put the heart in here. And this goes to Teresa. Teresa, I'm not sure I have your address. Would you send it to me? The Meri Atelier at gmail.com. I might have it, but I'm not sure. And what was the other number? 58. Who's closest to 58? Thank you, Teresa. Joyce had 70. Linda Renz has 54. Does anybody else have a number closer than 54? 88, 32, 36. Oh, I think it's Linda Renz. Linda, do I have your address? I'm not sure that I have it. I'm not sure, you guys. Whoops. Let me put my email address in here. If I can get to chat. Linda would, and Teresa said she'd send it. Linda, would you send me your address? You'll get the 10 of diamonds. Look at that. How fun was that? And I'll get these out in tomorrow's mail. And they'll just come. Oh, we'll put them in a pretty paper here. How is that? Let's use one of these papers because I've got enough. Let's see what I have. Let's use this and I guess this. I kind of wanted to use that though. What's this? Oh, we'll use this one. This has got swans on it. Swans and duckies. And it's got floral on the inside. And I don't know whose will go where. Well, I'll know in the... Oh, let's see, I'm going to cut this. I guess it's going to go top down. I could tear it in half. We'll do that. And this has swans in it too. So you're getting swans and duckies. I guess these are ducks. These aren't swans. These over here are swans and ducks. Just so you know. And I think I'm going to go through my address book and make address labels for all of you guys. So when I have a giveaway, I can just pull your... Let's do it this way. Let's pull it this way. And you'll know what it is when you get it. I think I'm going to give the swan and duck one to Teresa, the Ace of Hearts. 3 of diamond. Oh, where's the Ace of Hearts? what did I do with them? This is the Ace of Hearts. I didn't sign it. Let's sign it. If I can find my other pen. Let's get the phone out of the way so I don't put anybody in timeout. This is a good way to get rid of old art when you have multiples. And I still have that stamp. And I'm dating it today, because that's when I had the giveaway. And let's grab some envelopes. And they'll go out, well, tomorrow's Saturday, so they won't go out till Monday. She closes at 9:30 and my brother doesn't go to the post office until 10, so they'll go out Monday. And this is the Ace of Hearts. Make sure Ace of Hearts goes to Teresa. And I'm going to double seal this with tape because I don't trust. I'm a very untrusting person when it comes to these envelopes. And put that right there. And what I'm going to do is draw a little heart here so that I know this goes to Teresa. Crooked little heart. So that tells me this is Teresa's. And the 3 of diamonds goes to Becky. I should have used this. I'm going to. Let's do it this way. Mary's so organized, I'll tell you. I can't stand how organized I am not. Becky will be surprised. Ooh, it just fits too. 3 of diamonds. I should write Teresa won this for you. 6, 20, 20, 25. There we go. Where's it at? 3 of diamonds. And we need an envelope. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate it because sometimes I lose that stuff and I just rather know that I have the correct one. Then I know that it finds you. I might do more of these surprise giveaways as I run across stuff. Barb was sorting out her stuff. She was showing some of her older art. I sure enjoyed Barb's stream today. So on Becky's, I'm going to put a diamond with a 3 in it. And I know that goes to Becky. And that leaves the 10 of hearts for Linda. And I have the other half of that. I should have put Teresa's in one like this too, but it's all one and done. And that's all I'm going to do. Linda, you're here, so you know what this is all about. I'm not going to... Becky wouldn't have known. And where's my tape? And all I have to do is... I've got my return address all on address labels now. I don't have a design on them. I'm going to have to put a Penelope design on my address labels. But that's for another time. I'll use up what I have. And I know the 10 of diamonds goes to Linda. There you go, ladies. I'll get these out in the mail tomorrow. Thanks for playing. Woohoo! That was fun. I enjoyed that. You know, Jacqueline is right. It is a joy. It's a joy to give. I don't do enough. I need to do more. Happy Mail. I used to do it all the time, and then I got overwhelmed, I think. All right, what am I doing here? I want to put this fabric in here someplace. Ooh, it goes so good, but I want to write on that. We got a pocket here. I can put a little tag in. How about putting it here? Just like that. And my mini stapler is in my toolbox, which has stuff all... You know what? I shouldn't quit doing that. I've got the journals. Let's see what I have on top of that. I've got my packing paper journal. And some towels. Now let me get this stuff off. Packing paper journal. Some paper. All I want, I need to get better organized here, because if this is my toolbox. And all I want out of here is my mini stapler. And I want to put that back in. But I also have some sandpaper and those clips that I want to put in here. So I'll come back to this. I'll just leave it out. Which it should stay out anyway. Where am I going to put it? Alright, let's put this stuff back. Papers, towels, packing paper journal. Is there extra signatures. Okay, this is the one, no. This should really go in here. I can get it in there. Come on. Don't be stubborn. And paper. And if I have time, what time is it? Oh, it's 9:30. I'm doing a collage of scraps on this paper. I'll come back to that another time. I'm keeping it up above there. Oh, towels. You know what? I didn't pull my mini. I pulled the... Good thing I didn't put it away. I didn't pull the stapler out. This is what I want. Oh, Mary, Mary. I'm going to have to get a different box for this toolbox because it's already loaded. It's already loaded. I'm going to put that back in when I'm done. That box was covered with napkins that I got from Debbie X. Alright, I'm going to put this here. But I feel like I should put something like the tissue paper. Yeah. Let's put a piece of tissue paper. Here's my blue magazine. What is that? I think that come out of here. Huh. Well, I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to throw it. I don't know what that little thing come out of. We didn't get to the art journal tonight. I'll have to do that Tuesday morning. I wanted to go through, do a game out of the art journal, but this is good. I'm having fun with this. Is this all I've done tonight? Is this all you've done tonight? I'm going to fold this over. Oh, I bound that journal. Finished binding my July journal. That took a little bit of time. Now let's trim. Won't have to trim much, but a little. And where's my fabric? See, I get so much out. Pins, glue stick, stapler, fabric. I want to put this on here. And I'm just going to staple it. Now, let's see, I've got flowers. This I'll keep. I've got this pretty page. I've got these that I haven't used yet. They might just fold up in there. This was a giftie from Jen Fiddly Bix with that brown paper. I think I'll save that when I do the brown paper journal from Jen. I'll put that in there. Remind me. I was going to put some of those smaller words on the oh dear, on the inside of this, I think. Was it this? Oh, on this side I was going to put some of these small words. These came from Rebecca Wills. She stamped on cloth here. It says kind, spirit, magic, grateful. Now I can't put it. I think I'll put it. I think I'll put it on here. I like magic, blessings, adore, beauty. I like blessings. Let's do the blessings for here. Breads. Whew, it's warm in here. And I need the other one. These scissors aren't sharp anymore. I've used them for so many things. They don't cut fabric very good. And give it a tear. I'm going to put blessings on here. I could put something there, but that's really not a part. That's just putting a little color on it. And let's do it with this. And we'll just put it right in here. Just to add a little blessing. And I don't intend on this to be taken out, but it might. I was thinking I could stitch this down. So I think I'll just let it flop. For now. This pen is getting gunky. Ouch. Come on, Meri. I think I bent it. I did. I don't know if I can even get that out anymore. I might get it stuck at the bend. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Here's my pliers. pulled the little head off. It's easy to do with those pins. I don't know if I can get it out. I did. Yucky. So what is she going to do? She's going to put another one in there. If I can see the tip of it. Those are too big. I need one of those little ones. I feel like just gluing a cap on it. Normally this goes, boy, it's all gunky too. That pin goes in through here and into there. No wonder I can't get any glue out of it. I don't know what that is. Does that even belong in there? I don't know. I'm going to take it out. Oh, I don't like this at all. I don't like those points. I got an extra one somewhere here. Let's put this pin in here, like I do my glossy accent. There. We'll see how long that lasts. Alright. All of that for the blessing word. Let's put them back in the little package. I know where they are. They're in my drawer here. If I put them someplace else, I'll never find them again. My words that I got from Rebecca. I got some larger ones that say vintage and some smaller ones. Paid $3 for them. I guess they're worth it. You know, you got to give her credit for her effort and her work doing all of that. All right. So I'm back to my journal. Do I want to put anything on that or under it? I had that, I'll tell you. Yeah, sure I have all the pages anymore. I'm looking for this. How do I want to put this in there? I could make another envelope. Let's do that. Figure out where I want to put this was on the in here. Like that. You could put this. I got it upside down. No, I don't. It goes like this. I was right. Except I got a pocket there. So I don't want to put it there. tissue paper. That's upside down. Get it straight, Mary. I like putting it right in here. I'm going to put it sideways. Oh, there's got a string on it. I'm going to leave it until I decide if I want to put something on it. So I'm going to do the envelope thing again, like this. Well, that should probably come up further. It can, and it will. And I got a little bend in it there. And I'm going to do the same thing where I have a pocket on the back and an envelope in here. I got to get used to this. All right, so let's start with the inside. And then I put that washi tape away. I've got to get more organized here. I must have. Well, we can use a different washi. These are kind of like some little black flowers. I think I'll use that. I just want to stiffen this corner. I don't like to use the glue stick unless I have a magazine under it. Come on. Gonna be stubborn. Thread out of the way. Now, I'm going to keep this out. Might use that again. Putting that, and I need a holder with a stamp on it. I have a stamp. This is the little lovey dog. more stamps than that. Flying all over the place. What's this? These are portrait ones. I don't want to use those. I thought I had 2 or 3 stamps out. I scatter things around so much, and then I find them all on the floor when I'm done. This one fits better. We'll use it. Some king. We could use that on another page. Actually, you should have gone over there. Let's put it down a little further. I'm going to put the little doggy on there too. That works for me. There we go. Now this will go in here. And I'll put something in there. My lighting is so bad. I'm going to try to use this pen. We'll put it right there. And that'll be the flap to keep it. So, let's see where I'm going here. about time to bind it, I think. What time is it? It's 10:01. I think I will quit and work on this another time, but I do want to get these things done, so I'm going to leave it close by. And what do I have left? I've got some papers. I want this on the outside of it. Probably something like that. And I'll probably put a tie on that for a closure, a ribbon tie. I've got this, scissors, my stapler. I sure do mess things up. My flowers. Let's put all of this inside of my flower. I might put these on stickers like I did for Karen. This was just a print. I've got some tissues. I may probably not use all of this. She was very generous. Index cards, guest check, napkins, beautiful napkin here. I love that napkin. Papers, index cards. A fabric tie that went with my July journal. Scrap. Embossed pink card. Some index cards. Scrap. Glue stick. I'm just laughing at how messy things get for me. Oh. I'm going to put these in here because I may or may not use them. And let's take a I don't know what I did with them. I thought I threw them in here. Old tie in my box. Things are gonna fall. I'll put this back in here. Oops. Paper's too big. Hold it that way. Fold that in half. These elastic bands get old. This is an old one, but it'll hold it enough to... We'll just leave that. What is it? go. That'll be good enough to hold it until the next time. And you know what? I guess I'll use my July journal again for the thumbnail. I was going to use that seed catalog, but we'll use this again. I might just use the same one. So all we did tonight was work on the seed kit. I feel like I made good progress, and I finished my July journal. Finished binding it. I think it's going to work for me. Nice. I might do a closure yet. I don't know what I'm going to put in it. Probably some history. Maybe some fussy cuts. Some goings on in my life. We don't do much for the 4th of July anymore. When my grandniece was younger, we had big fireworks, but she's kind of outgrown all of that. But I can do other things. And I think I've got, well, 6 pages because I wanted the cover. So 6 times 4 is 24. I've got 48 pages in here. So I am going to call it a night. It's 10 after 8. I want to thank you guys. Let me refresh my chat. I want to thank you guys for coming in and spending your Friday evening with me, those of you who did. Esther says, good night, Mary. And chat, have a great evening. And you too, Esther. Teresa says, good night, Mary and friends. Thank you for your heart. I will cherish it always. You're going to get it. I'm putting it in the mail tomorrow, Teresa. Thank you for playing for Becky. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. I will see you Sunday at 6 p.m. And maybe we'll work on finishing this. Might do some other things, though. I like to shake it up a little. There's one out here. All right, bye.